do. All right. Welcome to my channel. This is Clarity Empress, the Empress of Clarity, here to do another collective energy reading with my Clarity Empress Collective. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment in the comment section, and let me know if the reading resonates with you. So I'm here to do a collective energy reading. I received a download from Spirit earlier today, and I heard "Don't Hold Your Breath" needs to be the title. So I said, okay, I don't know what that's about, but I guess I'm going to see when I get on here when I pull these cards because I didn't pre-shuffle on it. So we're going to see what that means. Also want to introduce you to something I got, my crystal ball. Oh, I love my crystal ball. It's not crystal though. It's a prop. But I plan to use it on Halloween. Don't you think it's cool? Look at the side, guys. Check it out. I just had to show it off. I plan on doing a tarot table. And this is how it works, y'all. Look. You probably see it better if I turn off this light. Hold on for a second. Hold on, y'all. Look at that.
Don't be afraid. I won't hurt
I'm a big damn kid, and I like Halloween more and more the older I get, which is crazy because I couldn't stand Halloween years ago. But Halloween is my thing. I even contemplated doing my yard since it's now my yard. But I don't know. By the time I go out there and get this stuff, maybe it'll be super cheap or something. I don't know. I just didn't decorate, but everybody around us is starting to decorate. So we're gonna pull out the Sacred Spirit reading cards. These cards are deep. I don't know again what this "Don't Hold Your Breath" means. I think it means a lot of things, but I want to be careful and just pull what Spirit says about it because um I don't know. I feel like, hear me out. You got to be careful with. I don't want to create shame for people, shaming them for being a certain way. But I mean, when people operate in the karmic energy where they are giving lessons to people or they are harming somebody in some way and they don't take accountability, sometimes you got to say things that get their attention. So I don't know who this message is for, who it's going to resonate with, or who it's going to be for. It's all right. We're going to work through it. Um, I didn't want to take this card, but I guess I should. It fell out before I could really shuffle. But it says Kundalini rising, ignite the passions of your life. It has the master number 22 on it. Ooh, there's another one. That was quick. Open intuition, seek clarification. Whatever. What else do they need to know? Oops. All right, we're going to just take that. And the bottom of the deck is Sacred Divinity. There are two paths ahead. So somebody's at crossroads energy with there being two paths ahead. Know that whatever is going on in your life, collective, or the person that you're inquiring about, there are two paths ahead, meaning they're at crossroads energy. There's no wrong answers because at the end of the day, it's about what you learn from the experience, right? So if things go I ain't gonna curse. But if things go very badly, they they get the lessons from whatever went bad. If things go well, they get the lesson on how things can go well in their life. You know what I mean? So let's see. We got oh, let go of fear, and timing is critical. Okay, enough said. Okay, so what I'm getting already. I got chills too. Turn my heater up. I get spiritual chills, but I gotta turn on the heat just to deal with it. Um, it says ignite the passion for your life. Somebody is passionate about something in their past energy. Maybe a person that they were with, or a calling on their life. You know, maybe somebody is locking in on their life purpose right now. Okay. Sometimes your life purpose includes a person, but it doesn't have to. But it says open intuition, seek clarification. So I just feel like somebody's intuition may have been blocked because this person's eyes are darkened, and they're relying solely on their intuition. But there's eyes all over the body, so it's like somebody relying on all their senses to see, to understand, to grasp a situation. But it's almost like I gotta close my eyes to see clearer. I gotta close my ears to hear better. I gotta hug myself to feel better. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. So somebody is relying on their different senses, not just their five senses. Astral travel. So somebody where people are communicating in the astral plane and they're moving through the astral plane. Somebody had told me years ago that I can astral travel and still be present. And I realized I do, and I feel like it's imagination. But they was like, yeah, you could be on top of the pyramids and still be present. And my mind can do that. Like I can switch back and forth easily. um, and this is during the day. So at night, I'm sure I'm astral traveling because when I wake up tired, I must have been doing something. Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. Depends on if how heavy I'm dreaming. Hey, Tuesday. Now we got divine will, let go of fear. That's the challenge and the lesson. Somebody, I'm gonna clarify all of this, but somebody has to let go of fear. I'm gonna read the book too, because this book is deep. I'm using Sacred Spirit. I'm well in you. I am well in you Tuesday. Um, by Anna Stark. And then we got Celestial Gatekeeper, timing is critical. So whatever the situation here is, timing is of the essence, right? And timing is critical. What is done and how it's done and when it's done. All of those things line up and matter. Like I'm getting at if somebody is doing something prematurely and it doesn't work out, then the disappointment could be traumatic. Um, so if this is like, okay, I astral travel back and forth with you, back and forth, back and forth. We get along in the astral plane, but in the 3D, we don't get along. Or there's something wrong with the relationship that needs to be corrected or fixed. And if the person comes in too soon without making changes, without making effort, it could turn the other person off. It could say, you know what, you're doing the same thing, don't want to repeat a cycle, we're done. So timing is critical. It could also be down to deadlines of things you must do, turn in for an opportunity, like all your college paperwork got to go in, or the job application has to go in, or the and I know about the college stuff 'cause I'm dealing with a lot of that right now, my child. But it's real, like, or scholarship that you need, finances, or I don't know, a grant that you need for a business. All of those things are critical time sensitive things. You can't apply for the grant if it closes December 1st, 2023. You can't apply for it January 1st, 2023. That gate was open already and it closed. So timing is critical. But if you're dealing with a person, timing could also be critical in that If you are in a position where you're making somebody wait because you having pride and ego issues, or you feel like they always gonna be there, or you don't have to come talk to them, timing is critical because people move on. People move on. People let go. Absence doesn't always make the heart fonder. For some people, it helps them heal from you. It helps them release you. It helps them let you go. Some people think, okay, I'll just make them wait and they'll want me more. No, that doesn't always work that way. It can work completely opposite. And if you don't do something in a timely manner, you could definitely lose your person. All right. All right. So Kundalini rising. Let me summarize on what they're saying. This is about ambition, rebelliousness, risk taking. Um, that's the shadow aspects. The affirmation is, I am my own healer. I hear these messages loud and clear. I know the Kundalini is a snake or the coil, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Okay, rising Kundalini can trigger positive and negative experiences. A spontaneous awakening can be triggered by extreme events in your personal life, such as abuse or trauma, accidents, major life events, extreme stress, and drug use. Being unprepared can leave you feeling lost in life, overwhelmed, depressed, or feel fearful as the body and the brain struggle to comprehend its intensity, choosing to restrict its movements. In a more controlled environment, yoga practice, intense energy work, and meditation can also release this potential energy. If you have a limited ego structure and are ready to surrender to your kundalini, you will pass through this experience with minimal complications. Ultimately, how you receive this awakening depends upon your outlook in life. Continual spiritual work is recommended now to remove any self restrictions you may have in your life. So it says, right now you are heading into unfamiliar territory. Empathy for others increase while the interest in your own life begins to step into the shadows. As you begin to realign your life, you may be even asking, "Who am I?" Releasing patterns and conditioning, and condition the self has placed on the psyche. Conditions. Now is the time to realign your being to your unique blueprint. Currently, you're dissolving personal patterns that are no longer needed. If it's not serving you at the highest level, it will soon be removed. The release of Kundalini energy can herald great change. Assess the success of your coping strategies during stressful and emotional periods, forever changed by your experiences. Reignite your fire and passion for life by connecting to your inner spark. Um, yeah, so years ago, when I say years ago, I'm saying like it was over 20, probably 25 years ago. I got a book about the Kundalini rising. And when I started reading about it, it definitely explained that if you are not tempered and ready for the experience, it is a very harsh one to pass through. The Kundalini rising is something that is within you, but it is a clearing and awakening that happens to the body all at the same time. So if you don't condition your body to move that energy around, it could cause you some mental stress. If you're doing it like, okay, I want to rise my kundalini, and you learn the exercises and you didn't temper your mind, you didn't get ready. There's certain things in life that can happen to us that can shake us and mess us up if we're not um, working on ourselves, right? So then so even if it's not the Kundalini rising example, it could be other things like they mentioned: trauma, abuse, major life um, happenings, stressful events, stuff like that. CPTSD rings a bell to me. When you have these major events in life, they can cause some pain that you have to release. You cannot hold on to that pain. It will destroy your health. It'll destroy you mentally, physically. It'll start to eat away at you spiritually. So this is in a past energy. Somebody is going through and has gone through some major shift. This is pushing someone toward, I feel like, a dark night of the soul energy, because or in their shadow work, because it's pushing you to dig deeper. It's pushing you to expand. It's pushing you to grow. It's pushing you. And when people get pushed, they get very uncomfortable because it's a change that's forced on them. But it's due to the circumstances of your life. If you don't go with the flow, meaning like she's like the book said, if you're not holding on so tightly to the ego, you can release it and you can go with the flow. But if you hold on to change too hard, this will mess you up. It's like having a distorted reality, or noticing natural phenomena, spiritual phenomena, like things you've never seen or couldn't even imagine. But because you're not open to the idea, it messes with your psyche, and it puts you in a state of cognitive dissonance. You cannot focus. You cannot accept well, and your reality becomes distorted because it's too much. It's too much. All right, so 29, open intuition. Now I told you what I felt it meant. Intuition is the inner voice of the soul, opening our intuitive channels and trusting the messages that we receive can be challenging in the beginning. Not knowing how to interpret these vibes can lead to confusion. For are you really listening, or is it just your imagination? Well, I just said that about this card. You are already intuitive. Think about the times you have felt, heard, or just known about events or insight about other places. Those gut feelings are your primary mechanism for this natural basic instinct. I'll give you an example. Somebody we know, a dear friend, posted on social media, cancer sucks. I don't like cancer, something about cancer. And then everybody starts sending them prayers. He was like, oh no, it's not me, it's about somebody else. So I said to my husband, I said, it was probably his mother. I don't know. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know. So then he clarifies with them, like, well, why would you put that out there and then say it's not you? What is it? So because they're on text, he was like, oh, it's my mom. I was like, yeah. But he never indicated that in social media posts. I somehow knew. It was my intuition talking to me, telling me this is his mother. And then I was like, yeah, she had cancer before, remember? And my husband was like, no. He said they had cancer when he was 7. I didn't know him at 7. I think I met him in his 20s. But I felt like, I said, well, unless he put it out there before, I don't remember him saying it, but it feels like he did. I don't know, but I feel like she had it and didn't tell nobody. He said exactly what happened. She had it and didn't want to tell anybody. I'm like, oh crap. So I know my intuition is strong, but I don't believe that my intuition in particular is so unique. I do feel like we have it and we ignore it and we rest on our other senses, or we what's the word? We tend to second guess ourselves. We give other things the benefit of the doubt when our first mind was our right mind. It says it might seem daunting at first, but open your intuition can be performed in a variety of ways. Being open and trusting is the start. See, trust your first mind. Meditation, visualization, and connecting with your angels or guides to assist in these processes can significantly increase your sensory perception and accuracy of your vision. Over time, you may have always felt there's a force guiding you in life. You may have had a near death experience. I've had that. Or may have faced your own mortality abruptly. These moments can trigger a forceful opening that can be challenging to comprehend and understand if you had no prior awareness to them. Um, Let me see. You may expect unexpected headaches, migraines, or sinus complaints. Yeah, I do get a lot of that. Hmm. This area around your third eye and crown chakra is currently stagnant or blocked and needs to be balanced. I mean, I don't have it now. Listen to me unpacking this with y'all. All right, so this says keep an intuitive journal and record those vibes and premonitions you feel you receive. Observe these moments without judgment and reflection to bring you confidence and help you understand and configure interpretation of symbols, signs, and verbal messages. Now, the shadow aspect is misinterpretation, disorder, and manipulative. Um, so, when you are sensitive, and sometimes when people observe you being sensitive, they sometimes people fear you knowing or seeing into them. So they will try to distort your vision with some other reality or their reality of it. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, that's not it. It's blah blah blah. And they might say something that sounds plausible, so you may go with it. But keep in mind that this is something you have to hone in. It's a personal journey. And then it only, a lot of times it gets better when you find your soul tribe of people that understand and can help you unpack. And that typically can be, well, I say typically, in my position, that is not, it's rare, it's not common to find people who embrace their intuition and can explain some things to you or share with you what's going on. So it's up to you to trust, have trust in the universe, have trust in your creator, have trust in intuitive guidance that you get because that phenomenon does come true. And if you write it down, you can reflect on it, the time, the date, the place this thing happened, right? And then the time, the date, the place this dream happened. And then when you go back and reflect, you compare notes, you realize what happened. I had a dream about somebody and unpacked it with a friend, another spiritual friend. And then I checked into something that confirmed what I had dreamed. I was like, oh. Now, it wasn't exact, but it was letting me know, it was warning me of something. And I was like, okay, get it. I got it now. Now, astral travel. Astral travel is interesting because when you astral travel, you do have to be careful. You don't want to put yourself in a position because other people astral travel too, and everybody is not of the light, and some people are of the dark, and you don't want to be um, around something and something kind of pulls at your energy. You need something that grounds you, keeps you connected to your body. Um, Astral travel can be described as a willful out of body experience, allowing a person to observe their physical surroundings, entering a gateway to the astral plane or astral realm with intention as a careful practice. With intention is a careful practice that must be aligned with intention, clarity, and a soulful purpose. A sacred portal to hidden realms, accessing the astral body allows you to travel and experience different realms of consciousness and universal experiences. Clairvoyance, psychic abilities, and spiritual communication are all required astral realm connections. The Akashic records exist within the realm and are guarded by sacred light keepers. With any astral travel, it is recommended to have a travel buddy with you, such as an ascended master or archangel for added spiritual safety. Um, Yeah, so the shadow, I'm gonna skip to the shadow aspect. Demonstrated lack of understanding and awareness of personal experience. So when if you experience astral traveling, you need to call upon your ascended masters, you need to call on your ancestors that lovingly guide you to protect you if you do this. Because you don't want to intentionally do something like I said. I used to read a lot in my teenage and 20s about spiritual travel, about spiritual dimensions and stuff like that. And one of the things this one imam was saying that sometimes you meet people on the street and they may seem like they are gone. Maybe people call them crazy, but sometimes they're really out of their body. Sometimes, right? They're just a shell here. They don't exist in their body anymore. And they may have astral travel is one of the things he suggested, and they couldn't get back to their body. So they just walking beings on this earth. And there's things that, if you're tapping in too much too soon, trying to ignite something within you and you're not ready for it, you're not tempered, you don't have support, it's not something you should play with. I don't know who this is for, but don't play around doing too much and you don't know what you're doing. You might not land well. You feel me? Divine will, let go of fear. So there's some fear trapping somebody. It says acceptance is accepting that there is a divine plan for every human being. Divine will is the process of our human experiences, this unique blueprint. Every culture and religion has a narrative of their creator or personal God and their relationship with the human soul or spirit that is the overall plan exists for the outcome of humanity. Each individual is a concept of this belief. Um, while divine will is a concept that there is a divine universal plan for us all, it still acknowledges that people have free will and the potential to make choices that lead down this path. In essence, surrendering to divine will allow you to remove self blocking patterns and tendencies that lead away from your true divine purpose here on earth. That's the second time I saw self blocking patterns need to be removed. And that's in a challenge and lesson position. So saying let go of fear. Currently, you're being asked to stop. Stop trying to force a door open. Your resistance will continue to make the distance between you and your desired outcome. The overall picture is much bigger than you can see right now. Trust in your unique path that you are exactly where you need to be right here and right now. Everything will always be perceived as divine time. And sometimes when we work so hard at achieving a goal or outcome, it can be marred by setback after setback. It does not mean you will not receive success more than you need to adjust, more, excuse me, that you need to adjust and be open to a new approach to receive an outcome or resolution you desire. You may be you may need to acknowledge, however, that the door isn't ready yet or is physically not meant to be opened by you. So the shadow aspect is unwilling to make decisions, fanaticism, avoiding responsibility. And that is the third time that has popped up. So, oh, my nose itching. So, the past two readings, I was saying, well, Spirit kept telling me to say about um, fantasies, like people living a fantasy. Um, it's like you live under duress and stress, right? Abuse by whomever in your environment. But the fantasies come from you trying to picture that being better than it is or excusing it away. Um, so it's better to release the fantasy of it being different than what the reality of something is, and then letting go of the fear of the truth. That cognitive dissonance is serious. When somebody experiences that, oh, my reality it really isn't right, it's not healthy, it's not good, and I need to let this go, they can, out of fear, go into fantasy just to hold on to the dream of this being better than what it is. But if you go into the dream state, you just delude yourself and you cause yourself more setbacks. All right, so we got Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. So I was explaining what time it is. You could go back and look. Um, Says the ego is considered a sacred animal in many cultures, unafraid of confrontation. The resilience and unshakable confidence and courage that the ego demonstrates ensures their presence is felt. Their commanding and majestic presence, soaring high above the land below, demands your respect when you reside or walk within it. Flying in between the realms of earth and spirit, these majestic animals are celestial gatekeepers, transporting spiritual communication between the heavenly gates. Eagles have always been closely associated with God or spiritual higher power. The Aztecs, Sumerians, Romans, Egyptians, and Native Americans all viewed the eagle as a sacred bird that empowered the people below them. Many ancient and modern cultures adopt the eagle as their spiritual icon, and freedom and wisdom, uh, these majestic birds representing the freedom and wisdom these majestic birds represent are inspiring. So these predatory birds rely on their vision and ability to read wind currents and survive in their natural habitats. The sacred relationship between the Mongols and the golden eagle signifies the power and the respect that these beautiful eagles represent. Right now, you require a clear focus on what is ahead of you. Your timing is critical. While you may have a sense of urgency, it is important not to rush. Think about the issues or circumstances carefully before you act. Ensure you have planned your forward process. All decision making needs to be carefully considered before you jump in prematurely. Make sure you have all the facts in front of you. So the shadow aspect is dismissive, disrespectful, and procrastinator. Okay, so if somebody is, I'm gonna say this: if somebody is procrastinating and taking too long to do something, then they, what is clear is that either they're not ready or they're too lazy to put the effort in to get it. But if you are planning and you're preparing yourself, this is like, say you want to move to, I don't know, one state to the other. Back in the day, you heard people say, I had $700 in my pocket and I moved to Hollywood and I became an actor. This is not them kind of days, okay? You have to be very careful when you plan and you plot your next move. And timing is definitely critical. Where are you going to stay if you move? What are you going to do to eat, to bring money? Where are you going to what are you going to do? What is your sole purpose? Like all of those things and then some have to be considered. What are you going to wear on your body? How you going to wash your clothes, brush your teeth? What if the elements are harsher there? What kind of support do you have? Do you have family and friends there? Like all of that requires planning. Just like I mentioned to you about my child is in college now. Did you apply for your financial aid? Did you register your classes? Do you have an academic advisor? Do you know who to talk to if you need help? You know what I mean? All those things have to be planned. If you're going into a new job, do you take the benefits? Do you have other benefits options? What type of benefits? What can you afford out of your check? If you want to start a business, do you have a business plan? Are you following? Do you have funding? Do you have supporters? Do you have clientele? What's your competition? All kinds of things have to be planned. Now, if you're in a romantic relationship or a relationship with somebody and your timing is critical, then the sensitivities of the other person have to be considered. Are you on a break from this person? So if you're on a break from this person, why? Will the person accept you back exactly as you are? Or do you need to change something? It's critical that you change something with that person. If you're planning on, you got options, you're looking at somebody new, do you align up? Do you sync up? Do you have old baggage? Do you have things that you need to cut off before you approach this person? Time is critical in any relationship, period. And it says, bottom of the deck, sacred divinity, there are two paths ahead. I feel like somebody is in, oh, I bet not show that card. Crossroads energy, because in crossroads energy, there is two paths ahead. Do I go this way or do I go that way? Do I stay here? Do I go there? Like there's some things to consider. And I feel like all of this is saying you need to plan and you need to be very careful in the way that you plan. Let's get some tarot on these oracle cards, Spirit. Give me a message. I heard why. Um, dang, don't hold your breath. Oh, Spirit told me reason why they had me name it "Don't Hold Your Breath" was that there's somebody or some people who are going to hear this live that have been dealing with cognitive dissonance. If you don't know what that is, look up the definition. But it has a lot to do with somebody who is not dealing with the reality of a situation because they don't want to accept that this is the problem. Now, either they are the problem or somebody they don't want to blame is a problem, that kind of thing. But it's like a cognitive dissonance type of thing where you're not really ready to accept the reality of what a thing is. And you holding your breath because you're like, yeah, it's gonna be what I want it to be, but not dealing with the fact of what it is. People and I'm in the US. So we would say white people have cognitive dissonance when they don't think systemic racism is real. You know, um, they get it, but they don't get it. Some do. We have allies always, but there are some that just no, it doesn't happen like that when it's happening right there in front of their face. But they can't, based on their lens, they can't see it that way. So then there's that cognitive dissonance. So that's one example of it, but it could be a plethora of things. All right, Spirit, give me a message regarding the Kundalini rising. Okay, so somebody is numbing, somebody may have addictions, somebody is also dealing with short patience. Timing is a factor with the Temperance in reverse. Because Temperance in reverse for me is I'm drinking too much, I'm drugging too much, I'm doing something too much that I shouldn't be doing to not deal with what I got going on. And mm, 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 mm. Somebody's like in the past energy didn't want to face it. And this is again, that's that cognitive dissonance. I don't want to face it. I'd rather numb. I'd rather do other things to distract me from the truth. That's too many cards. They don't want to. Sometimes they just can't. The trauma is too much. Tell me more, Spirit. I know for me, you know, the brain is a very interesting computer system within the body, and it can handle a high level of stress up until a point. And then once it reaches that point, it dumps what it can't handle or pockets it, puts it in a little compartment and stashes it. And it basically hides it even from your own memory. Because me, I thought I guess at 10, when my parent got a divorce from my step parent, I thought, this was hard for me. I was mourning. I wasn't being counseled or comforted, but I was going through the divorce along with them. And that step parent exited my life and didn't come back until I found them maybe mm, 12, 13 years later, something like that. And I didn't realize until maybe 10 years, even after that, how serious the divorce had impacted me that I couldn't remember my fifth grade year. And I was sitting there saying to myself, well, damn, I remember fourth grade clear as a bell. Why can't I remember fifth grade? And I realized that was the year they got a divorce. So trauma is impacting somebody hard. And it's affecting their senses and their memory. Yeah, Knight of Wands, somebody doesn't want to go in and out anymore. Somebody has passion for something and someone or some situation, but they don't want to go. It's like no more movement. I feel like somebody wants to slow down or stay put where they are and put all their passion into one thing. Tell me about astral travel. Yes. So someone was able to face some things. I feel like somebody's having an ego death. Two of Swords in reverse is somebody who's making a concrete decision, but it was a difficult one. And I feel like this has something to do with pride and ego. I don't know why, but that's what I feel. And I just feel like there's an ego death here. I just feel like also maybe there was some confirmations in the spiritual realm that helped this person come to this conclusion. Oh, so the fear that somebody needs to let go of is impacted by this Empress in reverse energy. So this is who and what somebody needs to release. This person causes fear. Remember, the Empress and the Emperor embody all four kings, are all four, not all four, excuse me, queens, right? And all the negative aspects in the reverse position. So this person is a very vile, nasty individual, and spirit said, let it go. Now, this could be their mother, their grandmother, their baby mother, their sister. It could be somebody who terrorizes this person, and they need to let it go. And that's who could be creating the complex PTSD. Come on, more spirit. One at a time, please. Oh, my eyes. Yeah, it's time to quit. Three of coins in reverse. It's time to release this situation. Stop following orders. Stop going with whatever this Empress energy. It's time to let that go. Stop going with what they say. This could be a dictator in a family dynamic. Yeah, because that person is breaking up a home. It's breaking up a family. It's causing money losses. The Ten of Coins in reverse. And these are the two paths. This is one or two paths. I'm going to clarify this. But this is one or two paths. You can stick with the broken family and keep losing everything you got. Stay in poverty and unhappiness. Or, tell me more, Spirit. Clarify that. Oh, yeah, no, somebody's angry. You got the King of Wands in reverse. Somebody is frustrated, angry, upset. Um, Not in good energy. This always gives me F boy energy. Somebody who might be a taker but not a giver. Somebody who could be unkind with their words and their actions, leaving people behind. Very cold blooded. Also, emotionally unavailable but sexually available. Like this is somebody who will go and lay down with somebody with a one night stand, give them all they got, and then the next morning they gone and they don't even check back on the person. They just left, right? So this is like somebody we used to call back in the day, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Like, all right, I got what I needed. I'm out. So they needed the intimacy at that time and they took out their sexual aggression on their partner, but then they move on. This is somebody also lacking because of this. If this is somebody's upbringing really messed up with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and Empress. Somebody knows they got to release this family structure um, because it creates the fear that they need to remove. Well, oh, I don't know. I'm wondering why am I backwards, but I realize I'm on live. Like, why's it backwards? Tell me more about this Empress in reverse spirit. What else is the fear that needs to be let go of? Oh, okay. So she sucked this person dry of love. She causes this person to cry. This Empress in reverse. This person, whoever was in a fantasy, their reality, mm, y'all, their reality is like a polar opposite of what they are dreaming about or fantasizing about. Like they're not. This person is not dealing in reality well. Um, this Ace of Cups in reverse is always my crying card. This Empress in reverse causes this person so much grief, emotional hurt, and pain. This is why they are in a wham bam thank you man position because They don't, this is somebody that's like, fuck the world. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care what they do to people because what they do to people has already been done to them. This is somebody that need to turn their life around and stop being a jerk because they're not going to get any. And this is what Spirit is saying. Like, if you keep going on this path with this anger, and as Spirit said, two paths ahead, you will have nothing but poverty. This person will be broke as a joke. They will not have money or stability. I don't care what they look like on the surface. I don't care what they look like. Because the King of Wands is a very handsome individual, young, youthful, fit, cute, all of that. But you could be all that and a bag of chips, as we used to say. But you ain't got no money in your pocket. You ain't got no place to stay. This becomes a homosexual, somebody who lays up with people just to have a place to stay and a meal to eat. Just going through women on demon time, not caring what they do to people in the wake of their existence, but probably wanting to come back and have cycles or whatever because this is what they've grown up with this Empress in reverse, Ace of Cups. Also, it could be, again, it still could be a baby mama situation, but I'm not getting baby mama yet. This family seems like this is their core family, their root family from childhood. I'm not getting children. I don't even see a page here. So I'm getting that somebody is just, they need to wake up, but they're too busy numbing. They passionate but yet immature, angry. They're forced to make a hard decision that they didn't want to make about this Empress that causes them to cry. They don't need. They know they no longer can cooperate likely outcome because timing is critical. This person is holding them back from life and love and money. These Ten of Pentacles here. This person, this Empress is holding this person back, holding them hostage and hurting this person. Tell me more, Spirit. I don't know where hostage came from, but some that don't apply to everybody. It just seems like this person is being held like a victim. Yeah, and it's gotten them broken up from somebody that they love. Two of Cups in reverse because it's causing a breakup. So if somebody wants to repair this, they got to deal with their pride, their ego, their addictions. They have to make this hard decision, which is I feel like it's currently being made, but it's causing a breakup. It's causing a lot of dissatisfaction. Like, hmm, it's causing a lot of dissatisfaction. Somebody is just not happy with their station in life. They're really not doing well. This family situation is tearing them up. And I do feel like it's more than this Empress. There's other people, other factors. So this could be not just siblings or another parent. It sounds like extended family members like auntie, uncles, and cousins involved. Um, yeah. Somebody is unhappy and heartbroken over breakup because caused by the fear that they sticking with this Empress. Tell me about the numbing spirit. One at a time, please. Oops. It says sitting on the fence. So this person was in Two of Swords energy in the past. They was sitting on the fence, numbing themselves when they know they need to activate. They know they need to take charge of their life. They know they need to plan things out. But they weren't planning things out. They were just numbing. That was the past energy. Tell me more, Spirit. Says resting, I'm sorry, resisting change, knowing it's time to go, but staying anyway. Kick me out. Ooh, somebody could be getting ready to get kicked out because they're not following their intuition. and they're resisting change. That's like somebody, all right, somebody knows it's time to go. They've been told 50 billion times, you could go, you could go, you could go. But the person that's saying it hasn't done anything about it. They just keep telling them to go. But one day, what they say they're going to make good on, or the person receiving that message is going to leave. But right now, there's a resistance to change. So the dynamic between these two people, I feel like it's two right now, this back and forth, is is just an argument. But it's a hurtful argument, right? So this is not somebody shouldn't be saying this to someone all the time. But that's what I'm getting. So hyper, complete halt, stuck, not dependable, lack of focus. Okay, so this is a um Knight of Coins in reverse, hyper, moving fast. This is somebody moving fast without a plan, though. So they could even be stuck at a halt, but um, their lack of they're not dependable, and they do lack focus. So the Knight of Coins in the upright is somebody who is assured to be the King of Coins. They can even move up to Emperor status because they have their discipline together, right? Their focus, their mission, all of that is lined up with this is my next place in life. They may be the son of the king, but they're doing what needs to be done so they can sit at the throne or on the throne, so to speak. And I feel like this person in particular lacks focus because they're resisting change. They're not getting it together. They may appear to be, but they're not actually getting it together. So they're a bit stuck and stagnant in their life. Says, oh, damn. So, Ten of Swords, it's over, defeated, destroyed, devastated, deceived, the betrayal. This Empress that takes all their loves and drains them, makes them cry, is a saboteur. She sabotaged this person. She doesn't want to see them get away. She doesn't want to see them move on from her. She doesn't want to see them flourish and do better without her being there to kind of pull them down. So she's doing all she can, but at the same time, Spirit is moving in divine timing to end this part of the deal. So your soul purpose collective or your person's soul purpose signed up to learn these lessons, but they are having a bit of a struggle by resisting it. Tell me more. Yeah, they confused. They feel like they have options. That the path that they are on right now is an oasis, right? They just don't feel like it's real. This is more about that fantasy and that cognitive dissonance I mentioned. Somebody doesn't want to realize their reality, and their reality is that they probably don't have the choices they think they have. But you do have a choice, meaning you can stay in that situation till it chews you up, spits you out, and leaves you for dead. Or you can pick yourself up, plan your escape with the celestial timing, plan it, and move on gracefully. But this person is in confusion right now with their choices and options. Coming more. Yeah, so we got the Queen of Hearts in reverse. Manipulative, moody meddler plays mind games, insecure, unstable, and codependent. So yeah, so the person is being impacted greatly by a Queen of Cups, Empress energy, who is extremely moody and insensitive, likes to play mind games. This is somebody who will tug at your heartstrings and sing you a sad song when you look like you want to move on. When you look like you're a little too mad at them, they're going to pull out everything to regain your confidence, but just enough. They don't do anything to change their behavior. They just know how to make it look like that to keep you stuck, and every little bit does it. This is why this person is in this tool of swords energy and numbing, because I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drink this real quick, or I'm gonna go ahead smoke this or pop this pill or try this or try that. All them street drugs just to calm their nervous system down because of all the emotional nonsense that this Empress energy has been doing. Why are they resisting change, Spirit? Weak, defeated, needs encouragement, and coward. Somebody is a little punk. Somebody is a bitch ass, okay? They don't want to put any effort into anything. So they're very weakened. Now, they could also be feeling so defeated that they can't, but I feel like it's a choice because Spirit's saying it is a choice. And Spirit back to don't hold your breath. Like being lazy is not going to get this person anywhere. Whatever they truly desire, it won't grow with the lack of effort. It won't grow if you don't water the plants. It won't grow if you don't plant the plants. It won't grow if you don't put the soil right and feed and nurture the soil. Like it does not work like that without effort. Tell me more. It says crying over spilled milk, regret, disappointment, victimized. So this is what this person is numbing themselves with that in mind. That these things make me unhappy, so I'm just gonna go over here and drink. This is somebody, if they're young, they're gonna grow up and look like the old heads in the bar, talking about old days in school and reminiscing about what could have, should have been, and didn't happen. Instead of how they move forward in their life, how they push forward, became what they are, made their family, made themselves proud. That type of energy. So the hidden energy is they're about to let it go. This is it. They're over it. So somebody is coming to some conclusion. They are coming to some conclusions, but it's still the energy of about to. They haven't done it yet. It's just getting to be too much right now. It's too heavy. Tell me more, Spirit, about devastated. Ten of swords. Flash in and out, unstable, inconsistent, and passionate. So this person, I feel like this is the Queen of Wands. I mean, sorry. Oh, maybe it is. But this Queen, I'm sorry, this Empress energy was in and out. Very passionate, fire. She know how to give that cortisol, dopamine, whatever. Mm, not cortisol, that dopamine hit. This person don't stick around for a long time. They just there for a good time. And they come in, bring a smile to somebody's face, only to rip it away later. So they're unstable and inconsistent. And so they love bomb. That's what I'm getting. They love bomb. They come in. Sometimes they got gifts, they got good smiles. Come eat this food, blah blah blah. But it's not somebody that's like always there. They there, but they're not there. They're there, but they're not there. You can't count on them for anything. That kind of energy. What a codependent, excuse me, Empress. You can't believe a word they say ever. They can say, "Oh, it's raining outside," and you go outside, and by the time you get there, and look like it ain't been a drop of rain for a month, like we had a drought. But they'll tell you it's raining outside and be dead serious. And then when you say, "Why did you tell me it was raining? I went out there with my umbrella and nothing was going on, and it ain't been going on." I didn't tell you that. That's the kind of fool this is. Tell me more. Emotionally unavailable, manipulative, cold-hearted, and mean. King of Hearts in reverse. Whew, these guys, I didn't know these downloads was that damn heavy. But this is what I'm getting from this King of Wands. Like I said, he here for a good time, not a long time. Also, he learned from this Empress energy that sucked his heart out. That I'm gonna do me. I ain't gonna worry about anybody else. He learned from a moody, manipulative meddler, someone who played mind games, who's insecure, unstable, and codependent. Bottom of the deck. Wasted time with that person, giving up and cutting losses. So this person is Leaving this Empress energy along with the family dynamics, letting all that go because I feel like this person is tired of being emotionally unavailable and a manipulator, or at least thought of that way. I think they want to heal it because it hurts too much. About to let it go. Yeah. This person feels stuck and stagnant in life, and I feel like they want to move forward, but they can't until they clean this up. That's why timing is critical and planning is in place. You got to clean this up. You don't. There's no moving on to a clean state, starting fresh, and you carry the same person everywhere you go. So if you're not healing yourself, there's no changed environment that's gonna make this different. It makes no sense. Like you have to work. This person has to go through the dark night of soul or ego death in order to release all the pain that causes them to behave a certain way. Emotionally unavailable, manipulative, cold-hearted, and mean. This person may not intend to be mean, but they come off the way they've learned. And if they don't deal with their heart and their issues internally, externally, whatever, they're gonna carry this everywhere they go, where they go. Then people will start cutting ties with them if they haven't already. I feel like this person has left a wake of people, and that just, you know what, you can't have no second chance with me because you did X, Y, and Z. Now you talking to me like that never happened, or that you keep telling me that was in the past. But what have you done to change that? And this person is lazy. Spirit said, weak, defeated, needs encouragement, coward. So this person needs a lot of outside validation because they didn't get it from this Empress who sucked them dry with this Ace of Cups and involved. They didn't get that. They got a false sense of self, is what they got. They got somebody may have boosted their ego but tore up their heart. Told them they didn't have to show emotions or love or anything like that. So meanwhile, they're losing relationship after relationship and they don't understand why. Because they're emotionally unavailable. This person, this codependent energy, will have them so far up their behind, stuck up under her, listening to what she say, doing what she do, that they got people crying over spilled milk but leaving them alone. Mm, damn. Okay, give me one more on this emotionally unavailable person. Travel communication. Somebody wants to now communicate though. Eight of Wands. Somebody wants to move forward, speak fast, talk. Can we just talk? I heard. Can we just talk? Well, I don't know what they're gonna talk about, but they want to talk. You know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't doubt that they want to explain themselves, but what they got to do is show how they change or what they're changing. And it needs to be demonstrated because I don't think if this person is leaving multiple people like this, people are tired of hearing it and they're moving away from this energy. I'm gonna do Island Time Wellness and I'm gonna shut this down. Spirit, give me a message for the collective before we end the live. Let's summarize. Tell me more, Spirit. Soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. Yeah, so whoever this person is numbing from is a soulmate. They may be numbing about the person they want to be with, which is a soulmate, and they may also be numbing about this Empress energy, who may be a mother, their mother, or baby mama that they are just having issues with. But I'm getting more mother energy because I feel like they treat them like a teenager or a young person. I'm not getting paid, so it's not giving me baby. So I'm feeling like it's really like somebody that's treated young, but they need this person needs emotional regulation. Tell me more, spirit. Not enough. This person does not feel enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, fear, issues, jealousy. This Empress did the most on this person. I definitely feel like it's mother, not father energy. And this person did a lot to this person's self worth and self esteem. Tell me more. Reminisce and keepsake perception. Learn from the past. Make memories. This is in the. Okay, so this is why this person is about to let go because that cognitive dissonance is getting to be too much, and they are digging in their memory base and they are trying to figure it out. But that's why they're about to let go because now they're sifting through the distorted memories and the fantasies to what's the reality. Tell me more, spirit. Somebody's getting that work. Like spirit is not playing with this person. Keys on a string. Yeah, many options, decisions, unconventional. String along one night stand. I said it. This Empress love bomb. She plays around like somebody plays with prey. She strings this person along, and this is their child. She plays with them. She's in and out of their life. She got options, meaning she got other things that she's more attentive to than the person in her life, but she is attentive enough to sabotage their self esteem. Tell me more, spirit. Boy, they know how to make them, don't they? Breakup, separation, stock the pattern, silent treatment, and abandonment. That's what somebody is. So first of all, the Two of Cups is here. So there has been a breakup with a soulmate. There is silent treatment and abandonment issues here. Yeah, because somebody's giving up cooperation. Phew. Oh, bottom of the deck. Boat. Receiving what you need. Progression. Arriving. Moving on. Closure issues. So somebody, I don't know, they don't want to give up because it's a they need to give up, but they don't want to give up because closure issues here. They need to move on. That's what needs to happen. It says wasting time, giving up, cutting losses. Closure issues. Moving on. So, overall energy is that this is about breaking up a home and not a happy home. This is a home full of trauma and drama. Major life events happen in this home. And somebody needs to cut their losses and release it. So, all I got so far is that they're about to. So, that means they are sitting at crossroads energy, just sitting there thinking, contemplating, what should I do? How should I do it? But they're not really taking action. And I saw that too because I saw laziness. Somebody is lacking the efforts needed to either prove themselves worthy of a change or an opportunity, or just that proving to themselves how they don't want this situation anymore because they're still battling with their own mind um, between the real and the trauma, or I should say the fantasy of the trauma and the fantasy of what's real. Like somebody has to learn how to separate. Um, but I feel like that would unpack better with maybe somebody that's giving them a healing session or a therapy session. It's kind of like somebody needs like cold water splashed on their face. They need to wake up and they need to do so without judgment, like meaning like they slept late. Okay, you slept late. Psh, put that water on their face. Are you up now? Okay, you're up now. We can talk now, right? Because now you're up, but you gotta stay up. You gonna have to stay awake. This fantasy that somebody puts them in with this love bombing and this in and out energy, I feel like it's deteriorating somebody's brain. Yeah. And they may fully wake up now, or they may fully wake up. It may take them months, it may take them years to finally say, enough is enough. But Spirit said they're in the process of waking up. They're about to let it go, but they haven't done it yet. This is clearly not love. With the cups that are here are disappointment and hurt, pain, and crying and purging. Um, if somebody's been in a cycle of abuse, Spirit said, don't hold your breath. This is not going to turn out miraculously better. You can't wish it better. You can't magic it away better. It's not going to be that. It'll have moments of it might have, all moments may not be bad, but it is definitely not good. This is witchcraft in its finest, like manipulation at its top tier. Like you read about this and go, oh my God, why didn't they leave? Like you reading or watching a movie, a Lifetime movie, and going, damn it, they should have left. Well, why didn't they leave? Oh, they stayed. They felt bad. Then they go through some more drama. Now's your time. Oh, they decided to listen to the person. Oh man, they manipulate them again. You watch those tragic movies and the person got like 10 times they could have left, but they didn't. They stayed for this reason or stayed for that reason. That's what this is. And this person has been guided to move. I feel like spirits hammering them in their intuition, but they keep refusing to do it. Now they want to give up, wasted time, cutting up losses, but what does that look like? Only that person knows. Whoever this resonates with, only they know. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Please like, share, and subscribe. And since this was live, when it's over, go back and check it out and see if it definitely resonates with you, or situation that you know of. Thank you for coming to live. Peace.